Hey guys, what's going on? It is time for my daily live check in for my Mental Health Awareness Month commitment to check in with you guys at least once a day, live for Mental Health Awareness Month. And I'm going to tell you, I really didn't know how I was going to get this done today. You're talking about being distracted. Let me show you where I'm at. That is right. I am in Midtown Manhattan, right near Penn Station, like really in the thick of the action. It's prime time. It's like 7:30 right now, so I'm on West 34th Street and Broadway right now. So all of my New Yorkers, you know what time it is. It is crazy busy out here. So much excitement, so much energy, just so much. Wow, I'm almost kind of speechless right now. Me and my girls been hanging out all day. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me get in a little closer. There's constantly sirens going by, constantly. But we came. My girls wanted to see the big Macy's. So hold on a second. Let me get that do not disturb on. One less distraction. Not like there's not a ton of distractions going on already. But my girls wanted to see the Macy's here on 34th Street because it has 8 floors. It's an 8 floor Macy's. Just Macy's. It's not a mall. It's like a Macy's that's a whole mall to itself, but it's just Macy's. So they wanted to experience that. So I took them there. And they just wanted to keep looking around. So I said, you know what? I think I'm going to grab this moment to get my live done for today. You know, they're big girls, 15 and 16 years old together. I felt like they'd be safe inside of the store. There's a lot of security in there, and so here I am showing up for you guys, showing up for my dreams and my goals and my purpose, continuing to show up for myself as I serve others. And man, that's really been the theme of the month for me, just learning how to show up for myself and to be self-focused without being selfish. That's been a big challenge for me. How was I going to do this every single day without becoming selfish about it? And I've really found a way, just done such a good job incorporating this into my life as a mom, as a wife, um, my church obligations and whatever else I have going on. There used to be a time where I felt like, it was a polarizing decision that I had to choose between showing up for myself and showing up for others. But I realized that there are ways to work it all in. There are really ways to get it all done and to not deprive myself and to not deprive anyone else. You just have to know what your priorities are and prioritize everything, and then you strategize and you plan, and that's what I've been doing lately. So today was challenging, though. I really didn't know how I was going to get this done today, but you know what, one thing that I learned from years and years of mentorship from successful people, the why is much more important than the how. Don't ever try to figure out how you're going to do something before you determine why you want to do it. And I know from the beginning of this month, I knew, and I've said this before, so please forgive me for being redundant if you've heard this already. But I knew from the beginning of the month when I made the commitment to do these lives every single day in May, I knew at the beginning of the month that I had this trip planned. This didn't come as a surprise. This trip has been planned for a couple of months now. So I knew that I was going to be in New York for 8 days. I knew that I was going to be attending my friend's wedding and be gone for 4 days. I knew what time it was, but I knew why I wanted to do it. The why was bigger than the how, and so when I decided that I was going to do this, and I determined my why, I didn't worry about how. I just knew somehow the why would find a way, right? That no matter what, okay. No matter how, the why was going to find a way to get the how done, right? I'm really distracted, so I know I'm not sounding as eloquent as I usually do. There's pigeons all around me. Like, please don't clap on me, birds. These pigeons are bold. They're not moving out of the way. One of them almost flew at me earlier. I got a video of it. I got to put it up. But yeah, when I determined why I wanted to do this, I knew the how was going to work itself out. And I didn't know how the how was going to work, but I knew somehow I was going to find a way. And I definitely have. So today, this is the way. But it's really enjoyable here. I love seeing the mix of cultures and the intentionality of everybody's movement. I think is one thing that I really observed. I haven't been here for 7 years. It's been 7 years since I've been here. Not as crowded as it was before the pandemic. I will say that these streets, as crowded as they are not as crowded as they were pre-pandemic. So that is one thing that I've noticed. Even the traffic, even driving, not as still a lot, but not as much as it was. So things have definitely changed since the pandemic. But it's still the busiest place I've ever been to. And one of the things that I noticed one thing that New Yorkers always say about Southerners is that they're slow, and they don't mean mentally slow. They mean literally. They're slow. The way they move, the way they walk, the way they do things, and I noticed that, but I don't think I noticed it to the extent that I observed it today as I watched my two daughters. So I have 7 children. 5 of them were born in New York, but my two youngest girls were born in Texas, so they're Southern girls. They've never been to New York when they were infants, so they don't remember. That don't count. They never been to New York walking on foot, okay? And so, pigeon attacking me. I'm watching them get on and off the buses and train and moving in and out of places. And they're just moseying along, in people's way. People are in a rush to get off of the train and the bus. And they're just taking their sweet time, walking so slow. And I really started laughing. I literally laughed out loud. I did an LOL as I observed my girls walking. And I said, wow, this is what people mean when they say Southerners are slow. They meant they're literally slow, like physically, they just move at a different pace, and everybody here is just in a rush. And so I said something to my girls about it. I was like, wow. I was like, I really see what people mean now when they say people from the South are slow. And they're like, what do you mean? And I was like, it's just the way you guys are walking. No regard for the fact that people are trying to get off the train, get to the next stop. You're taking your time, just really doing your own thing. And so they noticed it when I pointed it out to them. They observed how fast everybody was walking. And so we were walking in the store later, and my daughter and neighbor says, come on now, we gotta walk with purpose. And I love that. She said, we gotta walk with purpose. So her observation of everybody moving around so fast is that they were moving with purpose. Like they got somewhere to go. They got something to do, people to see, places to go, things to do, right? And she said, we got to walk with purpose. And that was what she saw. And I'll tell you what, moving fast doesn't always mean you're moving with purpose. I used to live here, and I know that for a fact. I spent my life here. And just because you're moving fast doesn't mean you're moving with purpose. You can be moving fast nowhere, moving fast and going nowhere, moving fast and being miserable, moving fast and still suffering from functional depression. Movement doesn't always denote progress, and I think it's really important to acknowledge that. Movement does not always denote progress. You can be moving and not moving in a direction that is necessarily taking you where you want to go, not elevating you, not furthering your purpose. And so it was just something to me that she equated the movement with purpose. And I'm sure she didn't put that much thought into it, but I'm a deep thinker. So, of course, I thought about it and I said, well, they're probably moving with intentionality. They're very intentional with their movements. They are intentionally moving really fast because they intentionally need to get home or to a party or to work or to whoever they're trying to meet up with. So there is a lot of intention in their movement. But, excuse me, doesn't always mean purpose. And, I was recording my 90-second reel earlier out on the streets with everybody moving around me, and I was walking really slow. And I was walking slower than everybody on the street because I was really like strolling as if I were in a park or something. But as slow as I was walking, I was walking with purpose. I was really walking with purpose, even though I was walking really slow. So maybe that's a good thought for today. Um, you don't have to be moving fast to be moving with purpose. And just because you're moving fast doesn't mean you're moving with purpose. And moving intentionally still doesn't mean you're moving with purpose. You can be intentionally moving in the whole wrong direction, right? You can be intentionally going nowhere. I mean, people are really intentional when they're going to do detrimental things. Very intentional when they go to, let their car go by. Police every couple of minutes. Like, what is going on? But the Navy is in town too. Um, but people are very intentional when they're going to do detrimental things. I mean, think about your past sometimes when you had just decided you were going to do something you knew you shouldn't be doing. Going to pick up drugs, going to have sex with somebody that you knew you shouldn't be with, in some kind of affair or toxic relationship, on a diet that you weren't supposed to be cheating on, going to get ice cream, right? Sometimes we can be moving with intentionally to do something that's very detrimental. So fast movement does not denote progress. Intentionality does not denote elevation. Just because you're moving with intention doesn't mean that you're intentionally elevating your life, intentionally making progress. And, just pay attention to your movement. I think that's just a word, man. That's just what I'm thinking about. I'm watching all these people move, and I wonder how many of them are really moving in purpose and on purpose. How many of these people that are moving at this high rate of speed are moving in purpose and on purpose? Are they going home to the life they want to go to? Are they meeting up with the person they really want to be with? More ambulance. All right, hold on. It's so hard for them to get through too. It's just like crazy. So that one was going in the other direction. The first set was going this way. That one is going that way. But how many of these people are going home to a life they really want to live, meeting up with who they really want to meet up with, doing life as who they really want to be? Are they the version of themselves that they really want to be? It's a lot to think about. And I know when I lived here all these years, a lot of times that was not the case. I was not going home to a life I wanted to live. I was moving fast with everybody else because that's the pace here. And you keep pace with those around you a lot of times. So I was moving at the same fast pace, but I wasn't moving on purpose. I was going home to a life I didn't want to live. I was a person I didn't want to be. I was in a relationship with somebody I didn't want to be with. Had a bunch of fake friends, you know. It was just a miserable life. And now I'm sitting here, all these people moving around me, looking at me. Somebody's taking a picture of me right now, talking. He's got a big old camera taking a picture of me, talking into my phone. And I'm observant. I notice things. And man, I'm just like, I'm really here. I'm here. I'm not just going through the motions, just moving the same way everybody else is moving. I'm doing my own thing at my own pace, in my own way, as a person that I really want to be, with the people I really want to be with, going home to the person to the life that I really want to live, right? In a relationship that I want to be in. Um, I'm the me that I want to be. and cultivating and growing that me every single day. And I'm here. Like, I'm really here. I'm here, I'm fully present. I'm not just moving around. I'm fully present. I'm here in Midtown Manhattan, but I'm also here, like, in myself. I'm here in the universe. Like, I can locate myself in the universe. You understand? I can locate myself in the spirit realm. I can locate my purpose and my passion no matter where I'm at. No matter where I'm at on the physical map, I can locate myself spiritually in the universe. And that's so much more important than moving fast. Moving in purpose and on purpose is so much more important than just moving with intention. And I feel really blessed. I didn't know what it was going to be like coming back here. Other than I knew there was going to be a lot of eating. Now, baby, please. My purpose today was to get Margarita's Pizza. If you ever come to New York, especially if you fly in on JFK, just take the E train, or you can take a Uber or whatever. Take an E train to Jamaica Avenue, right off of Parsons Boulevard and Jamaica Avenue. On Jamaica Ave, there's a place called Margarita's. I grew up in New York my whole life, and I never liked pizza. Just didn't like it, didn't care for it. America's favorite food, I didn't care for it at all until I ate Margarita's. It was the first pizza that I actually liked, and I fell in love with it. So anytime I come back to New York, it's always the first thing that I eat. Today, this trip, it was the second thing that I ate because I couldn't get to it last night. But if you ever come here, especially if you fly into JFK, it's the E train to Jamaica Center, right? And it's right on Jamaica Avenue off of Parsons Boulevard. It's called Margarita's Pizza. Just write it down. Just go ahead and save it to your favorite places in case you're ever here. If you love pizza, if you hate pizza, try that one. But anyway, my purpose today was to eat. I have margaritas. You gotta look at the reel on my IG because I took a little video. My daughter took a video of me eating it. Oh my goodness, it was orgasmic, that bite. 7 years. Oh my goodness, it was so good. And then I had a dirty water dog. I had one of those street vendor hot dogs. Woo wee. And right now I'm looking at a Mr. Sophie truck. I'm about to go get some ice cream. But I love you guys. I didn't know what it was going to be like coming back here because it's been so long. And I think the thing that's really standing out to me the most is how present I feel, how alive. I feel so alive and so present and so myself. I feel so myself. I used to feel so lost in this big city. I just felt so absorbed and so invisible. I feel so important and so beautiful and so significant. All these people walking around, and I know not a single one of them know me, and yet I feel so significant and so relevant and so important. You know why? Because I know me. Because I know myself. None of these people have to know me for me to be relevant and significant. I have to know me. Number one, God knows me. He knows me by name. And then number two, I know me. So even though nobody here knows me, I feel so important and so relevant because I know me. And that's why I say it every day. Only you can make your life matter. But before you matter to anybody else, you gotta matter to yourself. Because I could be famous right now. When I lived in the city, I was definitely on a path to becoming a celebrity because of what I was doing. And, I'll talk about that another time. I gave it all up. But I could be famous right now. And if I didn't know me the way I know me right now and know that I'm known by God, it would never match this feeling that I have right now, this sense of peace and awe that I have in myself of who I am and how relevant and how significant I am and how much I matter. I could never feel this way if I was just famous but didn't have this part too. know. So I love you guys. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you can hear me. God dang, it was so crazy doing this today. Yeah, I love you guys so much, and I say this at the end of every broadcast, but it has so much more meaning. Until next time, always remember, only you can make your life matter. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Somehow, somehow, some way. Love you guys. Soul Out of Legend, Mental Health Check-In, day number 25 for Mental Health Awareness Month. And again, Mental Health Awareness Month, right? Did I say that right? Anyway, again, only you can make